YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Jordan Trav. We back. Got another quick game. This is actually an online ranked game, and believe it or not, I'm actually playing. Now, I'm the Steelers, and I'm going against the Texans. Now, there's plenty of times when I want to play, but guys, I live, and I mean literally live in practice mode. There's plenty of opportunities where I have the well, there's plenty of times I can play, but I just choose to kind of stick in practice mode. People send me messages. Sometimes I just ignore it if I'm kind of locked in a lab. But, this morning I got up, I'm off work today. I don't go back till Monday. I was thinking to myself, hey, I might as well get a game in. I've been living in practice. And, sometimes you don't know if what you're working on in practice actually works until you get into a game. So I figured I might as well sprinkle in a little bit of gameplay of me for a change instead of always of my son. Now, I told you guys on my previous video that I wanted to kind of shout out, kind of smaller Madden commentary channels and, Madden gameplay and things like that. So I want to make sure I shout out MaddenIzEpic. If you guys look on the screen, you will see his channel information there. You can go ahead and click on it and kind of visit his channel, see if what he's putting out you like. If you guys do like what you see, definitely subscribe to him. I liked what I saw. It looks like he's playing and, enjoying Madden. That's what it's about. You're enjoying playing, and, I kind of like that, so I went ahead and subscribed. I vouch for the kid, so definitely make sure you guys, check out his channel. If you guys like what you see, subscribe again. If there are other channels, if you guys have a channel, you guys want to kind of get some some limelight or publicity, want people to kind of check your stuff out, definitely make sure you guys send me a personal message. You don't have to put it inside of the actual, comments. Give me that of the page, but, definitely just make sure you send me a personal message, and I'll make sure that I shout you out next time. Now, I like to, in my videos, tell you guys or kind of answer questions that people may ask me that you guys may not necessarily see. Somebody asked me, what do I use when I capture and things like that. Guys, I have a MacBook Pro. So when I commentate, I talk directly into my laptop, and, that's what you guys hear. I use a Elgato HD capture, and, I used to have the Hauppauge HD. That went out, I had it for a year or so. It started acting retarded. So when I was looking into a new capture, I ended up getting the HD, Hauppauge Part 2. And that was a mess, didn't work very well with Macs. So, I went with the Elgato. It actually comes directly with the proper software to work real good with Macs or PCs. They also have a live stream feature automatically built inside of the software, which is excellent. The reason why I don't live stream, guys, is because you need good upload speeds when it comes to your internet service provider. And where I live, the internet sucks. I mean, I get like 15 or 20 down, but my upload's like 1 meg, and then whenever I do my speed tests, it's actually well below 1. So instead of me wasting you guys' time giving you a fuzzy stream, I don't even waste my time. But that's what I use. If you guys are looking for a good capture, definitely make sure you check out the Elgato, or you can go with the Hauppauge. If you guys do have a Windows computer, it will work just fine. But again, the Hauppauge, they both range roughly around the same price. Now, let's talk a little bit about this gameplay. Now, I know he wants to throw a lot to his running back and his tight end. So, for some reason, I can't stop those routes. I think that that's good for me to be able to get these type of games in because, when you're in practice mode, so it's easy to know how to stop certain things because you're calling the plays. So you kind of know how to stop certain things, and, you can only do so much when you have 2 remote controllers. So first thing when it comes to my gameplay, guys, is I like to establish the run. Boom. Give me that. We'll go ahead and, that was a nice little dart over the middle. And, boom, I'm right back to the run, guys. And I audible down. Like, if, let's say I get a nice pass, I'm going to, hurry up, and I'm going to audible to a run. Now, you don't know if I'm going to run it to the right, to the left. I'm just running. So, until somebody can show me they can stop the run, I'm going to continue to run. This guy, he wasn't really stopping the run, but he was containing it well in certain spots. Another thing, he kept hitting me with that same route to Andre Johnson, and I knew it was coming, but for some reason, it was either watching Andre Johnson, watching his running back from the backfield, or his tight end. I knew it was going to Johnson, but I ended up getting caught. And it's just, little adjustments that, sometimes you need to make them, but you just can't make them for some reason. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what in the world's going on? I know I should be blowing this guy out. But one thing I know about myself is I like to keep the game kind of close just so that they don't quit. And I like to get work in myself. I don't, sometimes I could easily kneel the ball out if I want to. But I want to be able to try to score again so that he can be able to get the ball back so I can work on my offense. To me, when it comes, my defense. To me, offense is something that you can hopefully, if you have a decent scheme, eventually you can try to score. But see, I knew it was coming. I just, one thing I did learn from this game is I don't have to always hold strafe like I did last year. See, again, that just goes to show that I don't get enough games in. But, you guys see the score. It's kind of winding down. Got the game locked up. I tried to play a little bit of coverage defense right there, only blitzing 2, and I ended up getting a nice little pick there. So, you guys, it's your boy Jordan Trav. We pulled out to me, it was an easy win. Kept it close, but it was easy. Pulled out an easy win. I actually got 2 games in, so I'll be posting up another video tomorrow. Guys, to the next one, I appreciate you guys watching like always. Peace out, fellas.